Welcome to another Magnolia Masters Weekend in Review presented by Swim Easy Speed. So this is for May 8th through the 13th. So Monday we got going, it was just some kicking and then some 75s where we alternated swimming and pulling. Like usual, it's a very recovery kind of workout. It's aerobic. It's a little bit, kind of medium long-ish. They're all about an hour, but, you can vary. One of the variables that you have is intensity and yardage. And so we're kind of usually somewhere in the middle on that. But it was a full pool, and it was a good workout. Tuesday we did a little bit more kicking. This time we alternated between drag socks and the brick. We were just really trying to force a lot of core engagement. Again, we're using those constraints to force the athlete to make certain movements, engage certain muscle groups, kind of exaggerated. And look, the drag socks and the brick just suck. There's no other way around it, but you're also generating a lot of fitness at the same time as you're building on your technique. So that's why we use them. And then we got into, some more kind of aerobic stuff. It was some 200s. Wednesday was a weather day. We're kind of like right in the middle of all that, so we had to cancel practice. Friday we had some 200s where we were alternating swimming and kicking with mitts, and then some tight interval 50s. So as the rounds went on, the interval got tighter and tighter, and So, basically then using the tighter interval to put a little bit more stress on the athlete and see if they could hold their technique together. Here's one of the bigger things I wanted to highlight this. So these videos right here, some of the guys on the team that are a little bit newer, that are just been learning how to swim. Here's one of the guys on the team that's been here a lot longer. He's done a lot of marathon swims, swam in college. And, that's the one big thing that I see is that, if you can't hold that line down the middle of your body while you're swimming, you're giving up a lot of efficiency. Saturday was probably the best workout of the week. We did, we've got Cruce in about a week for some of the people on the team. Did a lot of bit of kicking and swimming again with mitts, just trying to really get that and keep that feel for the water. And then we went into the workout, and this is the workout that I'll highlight today. So, we started off with, it was a fairly long warm-up, or long-ish, 500 swim with fins, then 400 kick with fins, a 300 pull. Then for the faster lanes, we went 850s, descend 1 to 4, 5 to 8, but the range was anywhere from 650s to 450s, depending on your interval. So the intervals were anywhere from 50 to a minute 30. And you want to think about the descend as, if it's 1 to 4, then it's 70, 80, 85%, 90% effort, and then repeat 5 through 8. For the lead up, we did 16 25s, and it was 2 kick and then 2 swim. The swim were with mitts. We're really trying to cue it to try and get more pressure on the hands. And then those were just 20 seconds rest in between. With stuff like that, when we're really kind of technique focused, I try to do, just a rest interval because pace is a little bit less of a concern, unless, you're trying to do maybe fast, easy. But even then, for a lead-up set, where the majority of you want the majority of your effort to be on the focus on that technique and the cue that you're trying to bring about, or trying to get the athlete to implement, then you can do a rest interval. For the main set, you typically don't want to do rest intervals. I know a lot of triathlon coaches do it because it's an easy way to mass produce workouts. You just give a rest interval and you give the number of repeats you want done, but it doesn't dictate typically to the athlete, what the pace should be. So the pace then can kind of go all over the place. So, constraints can work on multiple levels, not only from the movement, but from the amount of stress that we're trying to generate on the athlete. So, that's one of the things that you always want to be mindful of. For the main set, we went 3100s at hold pace, and, it was just a kind of a USRPT kind of aspect type of set. I found they worked really, really effectively with athletes, trying to get them in shape with less yardage. So if we're looking for that minimum amount of training stimulus that we need to get to peak performance, I've found that these kind of sets really kind of do well. So, yeah, that was kind of Saturday. That was the workout. And as always, thank you for tuning in.